Okay, so I was asked to share my repaired version of this compound. Um, as we can see here, it works, right? This is with the latest Rebel pack, which was 041, and the latest Maya, which is 2022.3 at the moment. And so instead of uh, talking about this, I actually just want to show you. So let's delete this node, and I'm going to rebuild this. And so this is what you get out of the box, right? It's a warning. And so I'm going to wire this up real quick just so that it goes red, which will help me as I'm diagnosing this problem. Now I inserted an assigned material here because I have the standard surface which is making the yellow and making it emit yellow. Um, it won't glow in an atmosphere like an AI fog because it's not actually a mesh light, but that may or may not be a problem for you. But that's what I'm doing here, just to explain that. So this compound. So first, I want to right-click it, make it editable, and then I want to right-click it again and go into the compound, and then I want to look around. So there, there are really only three problems here. They just repeat, right? There are three common issues, and let's start up here at the top. And so this is another compound, and I can right-click it and go into it. And I see the first of our problems, which is the smooth attribute here. This port basically it isn't supported anymore, right? I don't know why, but the fact is we're not using it either. So I'm just going to remove it. So that solves that problem. So let's keep looking around. This looks good. Let's step out of here. Now we aren't red anymore. So let's keep looking. We have another problem. Looks like the exact same problem. Go into that compound. Let's find the glowing red. Remove. Again, we're not using that port, so it's harmless if we remove it. Now, if I were developing that node, right, and it were not supported, that might be a problem, but we're just using it and we're not actually using it. So there's no harm here. So let's see. Now here we have one with multiples. And again, this is scatter points. Like this might be a problem. This might be intentional. I don't know. But the fact is we're not using them, so there's no harm in removing them to get to our immediate goal, which is to make this work. Okay, so now we have the third problem, right, which is that discussion we were having in the forum about converting the double to a float, right? So I need to simply, I don't know if this is as simple as casting it, or if we're actually doing some conversion, but this node basically will turn our double value into a floating point. Okay. And at that point, those are the three issues, right? You just need to hunt and peck and find all of those inside of all of these compounded compounds, right? Uh, and just find all of these either compatibility issues with the double float issue or the unsupported ports slash attributes um, that just need to be removed in order to make this work. Okay, and again, now here's the thing. So this thing's red, right? We have an error, but which of these inputs needs to be converted to a float? Well, if I mouse over this, it'll tell me. It says again using the object.attribute notation. We have scatter points one dot amount is the output. No promotion exists from a value of type double to type float. So it's this amount here that needs to be converted. So it's not this. Obviously, this is geometry. But if you didn't know and you were like, which one, right? It'll tell you. Like, just read the error. You'd be surprised how many times you read the error. It'll tell you exactly what the problem is. It's this one right here. It's scatter points uh, dot amount. So let's do another two float and rewire that amount. And we're not red anymore. Smooth. And another compound with, I believe, another smooth. Again, we're just seeing patterns, right? Because we're using these nodes multiple times. So if there's a problem with one, there's going to be a problem with all of them. Because these are the older versions of these nodes. And I believe that's it. Yeah, now we're not red anymore. And now we have lightning. Look at that. Zzz, right? Sound effects are important. So there we go. That's how I did that. It wasn't that hard, right? Anybody can do that. So there you go. Teach a man to fish, or teach anybody to fish.